got them. Outrageous.
Welcome to FOH this week. Ken's whinging. Not much has changed. Vega Rabena.
I bought air.
It's not. It's H. Upmann. H. Upmann number 2. Sorry, we're just going over some old ground. It's been covered and covered and covered again.
Don't think it will not be covered.
Upmann number 2. It is BRE May 19. Kenny, we've been doing the Pyramid Roundup, the Cuban Pyramid Roundup, and so far the Monte 2's come out ahead at 95 points. We've got the Vega Rabena Unicos and the P2. Throw a blanket over them in second place, 93, 94. Dip 2, disappointing result for the Dip 2, a much better cigar than it showed on the day. But
I had Vega Rabena ahead of. I had Vega Rabena in second, if you recall.
Yeah, I have the Dip 2 in second, but not much. It was a point in it between them.
Yeah, so throw a blanket.
Not the Dip 2, the P2. So you can throw a blanket over those two, right? You can throw a blanket over. So where's the Upmann number 2 going to place? We're going to find out today. Hey, I know no one could sleep until this has been done. People all over the world, cigar connoisseurs all over the world have been watching this series, Ken. Ken.
A lot of people bored in lockdown.
Can you comment on the aesthetics, the aroma of cold, and the draw, please, Ken?
Yeah, a bit sort of composty, almost a bit of chocolate in there as well. It's a bit dry and leathery, and it's a bit sort of warty.
Honestly, that would be your storage conditions, yeah?
You gave it to me 3 days ago.
I gave it 3 weeks ago, Ken. This has been. You've had it 3 weeks now. Mine's perfect. Why is not yours perfect?
It looks a bit like someone's. It looks a bit like someone skinned a toad and made a cigar. But
that's anyway, bullshit. I can see that cigar from here. I can see that cigar. It's perfect.
It's not perfect. It's it's okay, but it's not great. Look at that. Look at that. Seriously.
You know what? You need some homogenised wrapper cigars, right? Perfect. Each one of them is perfect. That's what you need. Straight out of a machine. You have no class.
I'm more than happy to see how
how's the draw? How's the draw?
You asked me what I thought of it, and I told you.
Yeah,
and because I didn't agree with you, I've been castigated. Perhaps I'd throw a blanket over this one too. God help me if the draw's not perfect. It'll be my fault.
That's it. Draw's perfect, people. Actually, we've got 2 really well-drawing cigars, and we'll be back with you at the end of the first third.
It's a bit easy. It's not quite winter, but it's not.
I can tell you that right now.
Hey, it may smoke beautifully. I have an open mind.
Yeah.
All right.
Kenny, first third of the Upmann number 2. Did I say that correctly? First third of the Upmann number 2.
Yeah, okay. For me, we have a 5th place at the moment. I'm not excited. It's got a rascal. Yeah, I know you've been saying that, and I'm sitting here thinking, well, why isn't mine?
Did you didn't store it correctly?
Oh, rubbish! It's been sitting in the little wine humidor fridgy thing for the 4 days that you gave it to me.
4 weeks. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, guys. This is up there. This is P2 territory, Unicos territory, and potential to knock off the Monte for me. It's rich. It's toasty. There's caramel, just a touch of caramel in there. It is a seriously good opening third for the Upmann 2.
This is the first one that we've had that has divided us. All the rest, we've been pretty close right along the line.
Absolutely.
Now, this one, I'm afraid I'm getting none of that. It's just a little bit raspy.
Wow. Well, I wish we could swap through the screen because this is just seriously good cigar.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
It's a bit earthy, but not a good earthiness. Look, I've smoked less than an inch, so fingers crossed.
Yeah, but I've got all that. I've got all that in the same period of time. So
things change. I'm hopeful that move into it and change.
Particularly, I don't particularly care either way because I'm really enjoying this the way it is.
Yeah.
We'll be back with you shortly. Has that improved for you, Ken, that second third?
It has definitely improved. Well, I wouldn't say it's the second third, but it has definitely improved. It's got, suddenly there's some richness to it, some nice dense velvety smoke, a little bit of that sort of cocoa powder, dry chocolate character. It's not spectacular, but it's certainly a hell of a lot better than it was. That first inch was not memorable in a good way. Mm. So,
this is spectacular.
This is certainly not.
It's got an underlying core of sweetness that I really don't normally associate with an Upmann No2. It's almost like a brioche, French pastry. It's just gorgeous. It's just over medium bodied as well, which gives you that richness, which is what I love. That dense flavour. This is awesome. Yeah, this is right there. Sorry.
It's starting to get good, but it's certainly not. It's not that far, but it's starting.
I hope you get more of a glimpse as you come into the back end of the cigar, Ken, because I'm a little bit disappointed that you're not experiencing this, because you'd love this cigar. It's absolutely stunning. Wow.
The construction's all fine.
It's actually. I mean, it's one of those drawers we just need to pull on a little bit. It's ideal. It's burning at the right rate. It's got everything going for it on this cigar here. But storage, people. There's a lesson there. Storage. Look after the cigars. What am I drinking? I'm back to no drinking this week. I had a rather large Friday and then backed up again on Saturday. It was ugly, Ken. But I'm back to. I think I got lunch this Friday again, so I just want to take a couple of days off. Nothing wrong with that, Kenny. We can't all pace ourselves like you. You got tanked on Thursday, didn't you?
Tanked is a crude and unfortunate expression. I attended a sophisticated wine tasting where we had about 75 bottles.
Sophisticated.
I think there's 10 or 11 of us there. The first three of us that walk in, we've all got the equivalent of, in fact, we all brought one Magnum and 2 bottles. We're only supposed to bring 1 bottle, but we brought some backups. And I looked and I thought, we've already got enough wine for this table. And it just kept coming. And,
good day though, aren't they? Great days.
Oh.
Great days though, yeah.
Mm. Well, I found an old Magnum of 1990 champagne, which had actually been in the garage for a decade, of all places. It was underneath stuff. And I thought, the chances of this being any good are so small. So that's why I brought a couple of backups. It was fantastic. It was just brilliant. How, I don't know. It was brilliant.
So storage for Ken isn't a cigar issue. It's also a wine issue. You've probably
no.
Yeah, honestly.
99. Well, you know about you've bitched about my wine stories long enough, haven't you?
Yeah. Free wine storage at Rob's place anytime. So good.
It's not free. It freaking cost me because your scungy mate doesn't know how to smell.
We'll be back shortly while Ken tries to make up another excuse.
Might get cut off.
Kenny, let's wrap up the Upmann No2 from, where were we again? BRE May 19. Mine hasn't changed. Mine's still superb. Mine's going to be a 95-point cigar.
Mine's regressed. Sorry, it's regressed. It's
such a shame.
It's got a bit, it's mentholy. It's
menthol. I hate that.
Yeah, and it's hot. Sort of like menthol's fighting with a slightly dirty character.
Yeah, I always find menthol and heat always seem to go together. Heat and nastiness. Oh, such a shame, Ken. Such a shame.
84, 85 for me.
This is absolutely superb. I'm going to give it 95. I couldn't want anything more in a cigar. It's rich. It's sweet. It's dense. It's viscous on the tongue. Great smoke. It's just complex. I'm going to put it there, 1 and 2. It's him. This and the Monty are my two favourite cigars.
Well,
this and the Monty
for me, this is the least of them by a long way. So if you combine and average, we've got Monty top, Vega and P2 very close, and then this and the
fair enough. No, so to be honest, even the dip twos weren't fails for us. They just weren't as good as we'd hoped.
They just weren't.
Yeah. So that out of 10 cigars that we've smoked in this review period, we've had one dud out of the 10.
One dud.
Yeah.
Two
which is,
okay. One dud, two okay, and 7 terrific.
Yeah, which is not a bad result, to be honest. Yeah, we'd take it all the time with Cuban cigars. Overall, the pyramids from 2019 and 2020 are smoking exceptionally well. But the occasional dud, which we all know, if you play this game, you're going to get one eventually.
You bought a box of pyramids, and your first 10 you had 3 95s and 2 or 3 sitting just under that, or 4 just under that. You'd be pretty happy.
I'm pretty happy the way this review series has gone. We should do.
What's next?
What's next? Well, I'd like to do PCs, but you won't be too thrilled with PCs, would you?
Well, we can do. That'll be one day.
We'll come up with something that's blisteringly good, Ken. Don't you worry.
DCs. We should do DCs.
Yeah, we should do the punch to Davids.
Absolutely.
I was only kidding. So
is there no
until next week, FOH. Until next week. Thanks very much for taking this journey with us. Hasta luego. Have a great week. Bye-bye.